he left her, pregnant and everything like that, and she's still waiting for him to come back. Like she has a shrine to him and everything.
A shrine of the most innocuous shit, like a half empty can of Barbasol and like some aftershave and a sock.
All right. So our next movie that we're going to be talking about is a movie called Is God Is. Is God is directed by Alicia Harris. They're directed and written by. This is based. This is an adaptation based on her play. Is God Is there, which won an American Playwright Foundation Award there in 2016 here. So it's an adaptation of that. So an award-winning play there. In this movie, you have two sisters there who are twin sisters there. And then what's it called when they don't look like exactly? That's fraternal, right? When they don't look exactly
fraternal twins.
Fraternal twins. Yeah, we don't look exactly like each other. So they're fraternal twins there. And then when they were little girls there, they were burned by their father there. Their father got into a domestic dispute with their mother there, who's played by Vivica A. Fox in there, who is a god in this there. And then after a domestic dispute with it, he, lit her on fire. The children tried to save her. And then in the midst of them trying to save her, they also caught on fire as well. So you see they have burn scars on their bodies ever since that incident there. And then the person who's playing one of the twins is Kara Young there, who we actually just saw. She's in another movie that's out this year called I Love Boosters there as well. And then also the other twin is Mallory Johnson there. So you have, it's kind of like a smoke and stack type thing where it's kind of like you have one who's more of the aggressive one and more kind of the more in your face one. And then you have more of the one who's a little bit more quieter and a little bit more laid back there. So Mallory Johnson plays Ania there, more of the quiet one, more compassionate there, because they get a mission there from their mother. They're saying like, I want you to go and kill your father. You know what I mean? That's kind of one of my last wishes there for you to do. And then you see that she's kind of the one that's very hesitant about it. Whereas you see Racine is more upfront about it. Like, yeah, we need to do this. We need to kind of accomplish this. So you kind of have that kind of aspect of things there. But you see that one of them, Ania there, much more, you see the burns more physically on her body there. So she's, and they kind of plays into the character because, she can't be as angry because, she'll look like a monster, I guess, there, how kind of people already perceive her. Whereas Racine, she's that anger for her sister. And we see even at the beginning of the movie, very early age, that she's always there to defend her sister when absolutely necessary there. So it's kind of like it's described. I think one of the directors, one of her inspirations was The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. So it's more, she described more as like a Western kind of film there. It's kind of a revenge kind of thriller film, more of like a grindhouse kind of feel to it as well there. What were your thoughts there, Nick, on Is God Is?
Yeah, it's like looking at this at this director, Alicia Harris. She's, a multiple award-winning playwright. And I think when you have somebody who's coming from the stage and they go to a format of film, oftentimes a lot of stuff can get lost in translation, especially when they are that close in adapting their own work. And thankfully, that is not the case here. This is one of the most like visually stunning and interesting feature debuts I've seen in a year where we have so many fantastic feature debuts. It's like this is, very hyper stylized and hyper stylized when it needs to be. Like there's a lot of the sequence where it plays into the twin dynamic where you have conversations happening between Anaya and Racine happening with no spoken dialogue. It's just the two twins like almost telepathically communicating by subtitles on the screen.
Yeah, that was a good one. I like that quite a bit. Yeah.
Or you'll have various characters introduced, like tell their side of the story, their interaction with the man who's played by Sterling K. Brown, who's their father, and almost in this like various Southern Gothic vignette type things. And all of that is really well directed. And the acting in this, we got to talk the performances of both Kara Young, who is, I think, one of the like I think big breakouts in this. She is the first Black actress to be nominated for Tony Awards 4 years in a row and 2-time winning them twice.
Nice. really good there. Yeah. Yeah, and like I said, so she's also in another movie this year. Smaller part there, and I love
Mhm,
boosters, but she's also still pretty good in that as well there. And like you said, like this kind of vignette style is really great there, that kind of personality with it. And also the telepathic thing they do there
mhm.
is where they're talking to each other, but they're not saying a word, and there's like this yellow text that comes on the screen. I think that's really good there. And that works really well. Yeah, like, and you mentioned how we've had so many, this year already, some directorial debuts that came out. That we just had Obsession that came out, which was a
Mhm.
directorial debut there, and so much flavor, so much personality, all in that there from that debut. And I feel the same thing with this movie, and had such a great time watching it there. And the story of them, like these characters going from, because their father in this, who's played by Sterling K. Brown, which I don't know if, I mean, they try to hide it in the trailer,
Mhm.
but I mean, it's pretty
It's like
I
the second, because he until the 3rd act of the movie, his entire face is not seen. You only see, like, his chin and his lips, which I if you've been around and you know Ball, you know that's Sterling K. Brown.
so I don't know if it's a, I mean, they try to hide in the trailer. I don't know if it's exactly a spoiler, but it's Sterling K. who's the father. And like come into account where they're looking for him, like this trail of destruction he's left in his wake of all these people that he's impacted there, and made life worse and everything like that. We see that character, the lawyer without a tongue and everything like that, that actor.
Yeah,
Uh
Michael T. Williamson, who everybody knows as, Bubba Gump from Forrest Gump.
Yeah, you see him there. We also see Janelle Monáe who pops up in this, who's
Mhm.
his current wife there. And then who he also has another set of twins with, two boy twins there, which was kind of cool there. Which
And
leads
then
to kind of
and then I think you have the most entertaining one of these, uh, a now church leader who's played by Erica Alexander.
yeah, Erica Alexander there, who people might know. She was in what was it, Living Single
Mhm.
there. She was in that there. She's been popping up in a lot of movies. She was in American, that movie with Jeffrey Wright. What was it called? American
Yeah,
Fiction.
American Fiction.
She was in that as well. So she's popped up in quite a bit of stuff there lately. Yeah, she was the first way. And then she also, he left her, pregnant and everything like that. And she's still waiting for him to come back. Like she has a shrine to him and everything.
A shrine of the most innocuous shit, like a half-empty can of Barbasol and, like, some aftershave and a sock.
So that was, yeah, that was kind of really good when they kind of encounter her there.
Which
Um,
I think leads because this movie, it does a good job, I think, uh, with any, like, fresh, filmmaker, a struggle that a lot of them have is the inability to, like, balance tone, and the hardest laugh in the movie comes in that scene.
mm.
'Cause, of course, Racine and I, like, deride, Erica Alexander for waiting this long for a guy who abandoned them, and that she gives, like, I think the funniest line in the movie.
Mm. It feels like a folk tale is kind of being
Mhm,
played out, you know what I mean? Like something like that, which is kind of cool in the movie, I think, which works quite a bit. And the ability to blend kind of the humor and the violence, I think, is also really good there, which really works. And the two sisters are very captivating,
mhm.
I think, to watch on screen, and they work really well. Yeah. Any issues you had with this movie at all? Or
Nah, I really don't have any issues. The movie, I think it's fast paced, it's entertaining throughout. You have some, I think, incredible breakout performances from both of the twins, especially credit to Mallory Johnson, who is giving so much through a character that is, meant to be quiet and meant to be more introverted, and also having the handicap of having to do it under this heavy of prosthetics.
Mm, yeah, and Vivica A. Fox, she comes in at a very good, her small role. I mean, this scene you see in the trailer is basically it's all her stuff in the movie.
Mhm.
Is just this right here, and that there, and then seeing, yeah, I mean, it's this guy is like, even Doctor Doom is not as evil as fucking this guy.
Yeah, there's
I mean,
yeah, I remember a while ago that I think the American Psychological Association, they did like a study on, like, film psychopaths, and, they came to the conclusion that the most accurate one is Anton Chigurh from No Country for Old Men. I imagine the man from this movie is gonna be on that list soon.
mm, yeah. But yeah, it
Just
just
just from the trail of destruction that he has left in his wake, how he has affected all of the characters that he's, interacted with, even seeing, like, the boy twins that he had, they both kind of, uh represent aspects of his own personality, both that kind of soft, very charismatic, and more monstrous side, which,
mm,
it's also represented in our lead characters here with Racine and Anaya.
yeah. What be your final thoughts? Rating for Is God Is?
Yeah, this is damn near peak. This has some of the best performances, some incredible direction from Alicia Harris. This is now going to be on one of my directors to watch. Whatever her next feature film is, I'm there day one. The
Mm,
performances, especially from Cara Young and Mallory Johnson, they're some of the best balancing of tone and humor with the kind of more horrific things that go on in this movie. How they managed to carry it, it needs to be studied in acting schools.
wow.
But as for final thought and rating, this is damn near peak. I'm kind of shocked that this movie isn't getting as much traction at the box office as it should be.
Yeah. I know a lot of stuff's out right now. People back rooms,
Mhm.
obsession, everything like that. So this may get lost in the shuffle, but I don't think it should be. I agree. I think it is a peak. I think it is a great watch there. I mean, a little depressed. I mean, obviously what happens, but with the whole kind of burning thing, but I think it really works there. I'm interested to see where she goes next, Alicia Harris there. I don't know if she has any other plays or anything like that to adapt. But I'll be interested to see where she works continued on here from this. Yeah. So absolutely peak for me there. Everybody's really great in it, especially the two actresses who play the twins there. Hope to see them in more things. Um, and just it's kind of rare, like you said, when you have a directorial debut with somebody with this much personality, this much kind of visual style of what they kind of do. And I could see her doing something completely different and succeeding at that as well there.
Yeah,
And
and something that we often talk about with guys who have this incredible visual style to them, it's never loses the story. Because we see so many guys who are definitely more style than substance, or guys who, are incredible visual directors, but are just kind of okay with everything else. This is not the case with Alicia Harris and Is God Is.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah. So everybody go check out Is God Is there. Right now. I think it's still playing in theaters right now.
Yeah, it's still playing. I just came back from it today at like a 2:30 showing on a Saturday, and that theater was packed.
Really? Okay. Hey, let it beat Mando. Make it hey, have it take it out, kick Mando at the box
Like,
office, man.
like the Disney AI written, I'm guessing, slop got beat out on during the week by a 26-year-old YouTuber's feature debut.
Oh man. But yeah. So that was our thoughts on Is God Is there. Very good there.